The Ashland Chamber's Emergency Preparedness Task Force created a toolkit after learning collectively as a community there was a lack of preparedness when faced with disaster, such as the flood of 1997 and the recent Almeda and Obenchain fires in fall of 2020. Whether it be flood, fire, earthquake, or the pandemic, how can you be more prepared and resilient?
Resiliency is all about being able to bounce back quickly after an event happens. As I think about being a business leader for many years, the best thing I've been able to do to help my organization and my employees bounce back after we've experienced an event is two things. One, to plan, and two, to practice. When we plan for events ahead of time, it gives us the ability to think through things while we're not under a lot of stress. And then we practice those plans so that when it actually happens, we have that muscle memory and it's much easier for us to respond.
As a first responder, we learned a lot of valuable lessons after the Almeda Fire. We learned that we need to communicate better, that communication is key, planning is key. We learned that we need to have a destination. We can't just tell somebody to evacuate, we need to tell them where to go to evacuate because people aren't going to be in the right state of mind to necessarily make that decision on their own. We're going to do it better as a community next time, and we need your help to do it better. So sign up for NIXL. Text 97520 to 888-777. Sign up for Jackson County Everbridge Citizen Alert and plan. Be prepared. Try to think about stuff that you haven't thought about before.
You definitely want to have a good relationship with your agent for resiliency to make sure that you have the coverage, whether it's loss of use coverage where insurance company is going to pay you when you're out of business so you can still have income flowing in, or just the amount of property coverage you may need, or your structure. I think the larger, as the business grows bigger and bigger, it's even more important to have a really good relationship with your insurance agent to make sure that you do have the right coverage in place.
So as a business owner, I think it's important for you to check your policy, talk to your agent, and make sure that you are covered for the things that you don't think are coming your way. For example, our business, while we thought we were covered for the flood, we didn't have direct flood insurance. And I think it's true for business owners and for people in general, just to make sure that they assume that the worst might happen and then prepare for that. And by that I mean cloud storage, talk to your IT team, whether it's personal or business, make sure that things are protected and you have backups both physically and digitally.
Business owners should really be aware of evacuation and know what to do if an evacuation is called, both for their employees and their patrons and customers. Buildings are vulnerable to fire both on the inside and the outside. Ashland Fire and Rescue offers services for business safety inspections for items inside the building as well as the exterior of the building. Just give us a call.
I would advise everyone to sign up for alerts, to take them seriously. If you're able to get insured, get insured. If you can do so locally, even better. And just take it seriously. I mean, if nothing comes of it, the worst thing that happens is you've got to put your house back together. If the worst does happen, at least you have some of those mementos that can never be replaced.
What we've learned through the pandemic and all this stuff is that everyone does come together in times of trial. So gain a close friendship and communication with everyone on your block and everyone in your circle, because I think it's been beautiful that everyone's helped each other, and we're going to need communication during times like this.
It's overwhelming if you just look at a huge list and all of the things you might have to do or could do. But if you take them one by one, for example, I took the pictures of my medicine and I put it on iCloud in a folder that says medicine. And another time I looked at my mortgage documents, my passport, and those types of things. While I keep them in a metal box that I can carry with me, I also like to have them on the cloud. So learning the technology of doing that, I think is very worthwhile.
I really hope that our business leaders and their employees are inspired and empowered to action. We know that preparing and planning and practicing can really take some of that stress away. So encourage our business leaders and all of our people who work in this community to prepare and take that stress down and be ready with those resiliency tools that we have in our toolkit.
And I just really think it's important that people go to ashlandchamber.com. There's a link right there. You'll see preparedness. Click on that and just take 20, 30 minutes to research and do a little bit of homework and get prepared. Be prepared.